Happy Friday. We're live. And it is Reality of Krista Marie, and it is Who Started You On podcast. And this is Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And there's nobody here yet, so I can't tell if anybody can hear me or not. So make sure I'm live on Instagram. Make sure you guys know they can't hear me over here. So Salt Lake City. Okay. I'm a little bit early, but so I don't know. I'm waiting for my mom to get here or anybody to show up. So anyway, this is the Who Started You On podcast, and I'm Relative Krista Marie, and I talk about the Real Housewives of all franchises, and we talk about Who Started You On, recap the show, and go over everything. And I'm live on 5 platforms right now. We're live on all of the ones. We're live on all of them. So hopefully people will be here soon. Kind of weird anyways here. But oh yeah, please let me find banners up. So yeah, today we're doing Housewives of Salt Lake City. Then I'm going to do OC, which is going to be awesome because I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts on both of these, but I really definitely feel like there's a lot to say about oh good, somebody's here. Yeah, so good. So at least one person's watching, I think. So yeah. Let me make sure you guys know. You guys can definitely comment, right? Hey guys over there on Instagram. All right, well, I don't know what's happening over here, but I guess I'm gonna get started because I'm not waiting. So, all right, so we're starting out the episode with Lisa and Bronwyn. This is what really shocked me. I had no idea. So they're leaving Milwaukee, right? And as they're leaving Milwaukee, we didn't get to see this part. Bronwyn and Lisa. Oh yeah, sorry. If you're listening on the Who Started You On podcast side and you have not watched the Crazy Live, or you want to see the Crazy Live, come here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm live at 12:15, 12:30, so you can watch Crazy Live, where I record all these episodes that you're listening to. And like I said, you can watch it. I interact with my live audience if anybody ever shows up. Usually there's about 200 people here. But like I said, I went live a little early, so I don't know if that's why nobody's here. But yes, please also like a comment and subscribe to the podcast side, please also. Because we are also I do live ratings. I mean, I'm sorry, the ratings. Sorry, the ratings mean everything. The I will take the correct constructive criticism well. If you want to give me a bad review or want the stage. All right, I'm back. I had no Wi-Fi, but now my Instagram's not back on. Let's put Instagram back on. Hopefully this will. All right, there we go. All right, guys, if you see me back, please tell me. Looks like I'm back. I hope. Okay, I am back. All right. God darn, guys. You guys missed the whole thing. I completely went out. My Wi-Fi was out. But okay. So I guess we'll start again. Anybody in the comment section, I don't know where everybody is, but hopefully it was. I don't know if something's going on with it. But Instagram, you can see me, right? It's a little behind. But yeah. Okay. All right. So, okay. So apparently hello. I was like, where's everybody at? Okay, good. All right. So we're at the Milwaukee airport. Apparently we had no idea that this happened. Oh, that's my mod, by the way. Anybody that's watching, there's somebody here. So the Milwaukee airport, apparently at one point, Bronwyn had pulled out her phone and showed Lisa a picture of Gwen's dad, her daughter's father. And nobody's ever seen really what he looks like. And apparently Lisa knows him. And how did they not know this? So apparently Lisa did not know that she knew Gwen's dad, which I find awfully strange. If you guys know each other so well and you're the one who brought her on the show, you don't know her dad is. Okay, whatever. You don't know who Gwen's dad is. Okay, we'll pretend we don't know who Gwen's dad is. And Lisa told just now. And then you find out that, you know the family very well, and they're just nice people. And, because Lisa says so, they're nice people. But apparently, when she found out she was pregnant, her boyfriend, Gwen's father, they're devout Mormons, and they blamed Bronwyn for the pregnancy. She was in school. She was in school. She was in NY, was it NY or BYU? Her second year of BYU. They went there to her, to tell the parents, and she said it was the most horrible experience of her life. They called her a bunch of names. They blamed her for the pregnancy. They basically just wanted her to go away until the baby was born and then put the baby up for adoption. So 18 years goes by, and apparently Lisa has no idea that these are Bronwyn's daughter's grandparents. I find it strange, but so Lisa decides she's going to go, oh my God, I know them. Oh, they're such great people. Well, apparently also this Bronwyn, the baby's dad had passed away. So that's a whole nother dynamic to this. So like there's no way for Gwen to ever know her father, but through the parents. And, Lisa takes it upon herself to call these people, I guess, because she knows them so well, and set up some kind of like, oh, I want to meet with you, and shows them this whole, or tells them the whole story about the airport and how weird is that? And apparently these people are like, oh yeah, well, I guess we'll meet our grandchild. Like, I guess we're ready to meet Gwen, even though Bronwyn said, she was determined to do this by herself because these people were not there for her, and she's done it by herself the entire time. But so in the midst of all this, it's like Lisa's like saying all these things about these people, and Bronwyn's like, this is a total mindfuck to think that like this girl that like Gwen is the best thing that's ever happened to me. She's the best thing I've ever done, and everybody thinks it's the biggest mistake in my life, which is awesome. That like the fact that that is an awesome statement. Like her daughter is the best thing she's ever done in her life. And then all these other people think it's the worst thing. And that's like such a mind fuck. I don't blame her, but what a strong statement, honestly. But apparently Lisa's known the family for years. It's like, Lisa, just like you knew Mary's family, right? It's like you knew the guy Cameron for years, and he's a good friend of yours, and you knew all these things about Mary. And it's like, Lisa, we also know, Lisa, you're the one also is telling Dana Wilkie, not fucking Adam, by the way, Dana, that the Alibaba jewelry is Alibaba jewelry. So let's not give Adam any credit where Adam doesn't deserve credit. Okay. I don't care that he called Whitney. Adam wouldn't know shit without Dana. I just have to bring this up because we're going to talk about it. But Adam brought up this fact while they were filming to Dana and said, do you mind if I take the credit? Or I'm going to give you the credit. And Dana was like, yeah, go ahead. And I'm like, are you fucking nuts? No. Lisa, exactly. Lisa put those puzzle pieces together. Exactly. Just like she's definitely the one who's doing the Von T stuff on Whitney. Okay. And I said this before. Adam should have never even asked Dana. He shouldn't have asked that question. He should have just let Dana take credit, whether Bravo gives it to her or not. They were not going to, literally. They wanted the username, and she said, no, you're going to pay me because they wanted to use in perpetuity. And no, so I guess Adam likes it, Adam probably, he has or D's Andy. So I'm pretty sure that's all he got out of the deal was to suck Andy's dick. So I'm just saying. But anyway, so like I said, I find it kind of hard that like Lisa didn't sue. So Lisa goes to these people and upon herself to say, do you want to meet your granddaughter? Like, this is so weird to me. Why is she talking to these people about Bronwyn's fucking life? Bronwyn's daughter has gone 18 fucking years without these people in her life. And you know what? Like, why is Lisa the one who's going to bring it up to these people? Like, maybe you can bring it up in private. Like, yeah, but why are you bringing it to us? Like, why are you bringing it to her on camera? That is weird, Lisa. You're too involved. Just like you're way too involved in, like, other people's business. Like, you're too involved with Whitney. Like, you were so, you wanted Monica going so badly because she was a Von Teese. But look what you're doing. You're literally calling Dana Wilkie, the same person who Von Teese went to begin with, to talk about Jen Shaw. But you're going there to talk about Whitney. You told everybody that was the Alibaba jewelry. No doubt you told Dana that. And Dana told Adam. Okay, that's how Adam got involved in. Okay, so Adam, you heard my phone call. I'm sure everybody heard my phone call. Like, fucking suck a dick, dude. I heard your stupid fucking phone call. Okay, maybe your stupid fucking phone call. Like, really, you're not the one who brought this delay. You're just literally like the middleman, and I cannot believe that Dana let you take credit for this. It pisses me off. But anyway, so just like Lisa takes it upon these people, tells the grandmother Bronwyn story and all about Gwen's life, and shows them the picture of Gwen, and like, of course, Gwen wants to know about her dad. Like, but you know, Bronwyn said that she thought that she could do everything, and if she gave her everything, and that would be enough for her daughter Gwen, which I doubt. I mean, obviously that's not enough completely. That's not always going to be enough, but I know where she's coming from. You know what I mean? And right now, I'm all about parents doing what's right for each other and not for the family. And don't ever stay together for 40 fucking 6 years and say you stay together for your little kids. I'm just saying, don't ever do that. And then in 7 years, they'll get a divorce. That's weird. Don't do that shit. Just saying. So I'm all about just not being together unless you for the kid and all that crap. But anyway, so this whole thing. So then we have the next scene is Brittany skiing with Heather and Whitney and Mary, I think. So basically, Heather, Whitney, Brittany, and Mary go skiing. Or is it Angie? That's Mary. Anyway, so the whole big thing about this whole thing becomes Jared and Brittany, about Jared and Brittany. Now, I feel like this dude is a very good looking dude. I see the allure. I understand what Brittany sees in him, but I don't understand what the fuck this dude's doing. What are you doing? Like, what am I missing? Is it her that wants to be private and he just says best friends because he said he wanted it to be more private? I don't know. I feel like she's mind fucking herself. I feel like he's probably giving her exactly what she's asking for. She probably didn't want the relationship public. But now that she's on the screen, now that she's on the show, she has to make it public. I don't know. But I feel like she's also playing games and he's playing games. Or she's here, I don't know. But so anyway, so she gets back from Milwaukee, right? So she sends Heather this video because when they got back from Milwaukee, Brittany walks into a big freaking card, a bunch of roses, just a love bombing from Jared, basically. And she tells Heather all about it and it tells everybody this, I got this beautiful card from him. He wants to see me. And, I find a dozen roses and, Brittany's like, I kind of like screwed him over. I kind of owe it to him. And, Whitney and Heather are like, no, stay away from him. And she's like, no, I need closure because, Lisa kind of fucked up. And I let Lisa call him. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. You what? Okay, here we go again with Lisa. Lisa now is calling this guy for you. This is like, she's calling Bronwyn's fucking in-laws or whatever, Bronwyn's kids' grandparents on her own after they haven't talked to her in 17 fucking years, and it ends up bad anyway. And then now she's calling this guy and calling him best friend, and like, who the fuck are you? Like, if I were him, I'd be like, yeah, why the fuck you got Lisa Barlow? Lisa motherfucking Barlow calling me of all fucking people. The chick who screws people for like courtside seats to the Jazz. You know what I'm saying? That girl, that's who you got calling me. So anyway, Brittany brings this up to Lisa, or brings this up to Heather. And all of them. She's like, no, I was really appreciative of all she was appreciative of all the, all the support she was getting from all the ladies until Jared brings it up to her attention that was fucked up. And, I understand now why this dude was like, can we meet up and talk about this? Like, this is all odd because you or me are fine when you leave for Milwaukee, Brittany. But, then you're sending me messages like, we're done, we're good. even though he was supposedly talking to somebody's hairdresser, Angie's hairdresser or something like that. So, you know, I feel bad because I don't know. You can tell that she is like, oh, gaga googa, because he sent her all this love bombing stuff. And like, he's acknowledging her on camera as like, you know, I'm like, you're the one who wants to be private. And so I'm sure this like really makes her feel good. But, you know, all the other ladies are like, no, he's a piece of shit. Stay away from him. And again, Lisa's way too invested. Again, she's like telling the whole situation about that, whatever. So then Whitney brings up her situation with Lisa. She's like, you know what? Whitney brings up the fact that she gifted Lisa them in Milwaukee. Remember, she gifted them necklaces. But this was after we had the whole how the story was shitty. It was Alibaba. Not that it was shitty, that it was from Alibaba, which I don't know why. If you are a consumer, whatever that place is, why is she just not admitting that it is from Alibaba? What she won't admit to is that she used the same stock photos, and she did. They're the exact same stock photos, Whitney. Like, you can literally act like you have no clue to stop talking about all you want, Whitney. You are you're pissed off because you have your MLN people, that little business you got going on. My nose is itchy. The spirit doesn't want me to say something. I don't know what's happening. Jesus Christ. Your whole MLN, you got all those girls signing NDAs. Now you have, I don't know, whoever else. You have people that you know, Lisa, calling you and telling bloggers that your fucking business is basically trash. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of laughing at the fact that this happens because I don't think Whitney should be marking her stuff up. But I also don't think Lisa's the one who should be telling people either. Like, if I was going to ask you, like, whose side you're on with this one, first of all, let's start from the beginning. The first argument we had anyway. Let's start beginning. Bronwyn and Lisa. Do you think that Lisa is right? So who's starting on with Bronwyn and Lisa? Did Lisa have a right to tell Bronwyn? Now, not that they're arguing about this, but do you think Lisa had a right to talk to Bronwyn's Gwen's grandparents? Or no? Like, I feel like no. I also feel like that she should not be calling Jared. I think that her and Bronwyn, or her and Brittany, when it comes to that, I feel like Brittany let it happen, but Lisa, what the fuck are you doing? Like, yeah. It's so weird. Yeah. And I do. Okay. Now I wear Timo stuff and I wear like Shein stuff. And you said it's kind of like that, right? Now there's some stuff I get that's really good that I wouldn't pay more than $5 for it though. You know what I'm saying? I would not pay more than $5 for Shein jewelry or Temu jewelry. And if you're saying that's what this stuff is, I'm not paying for more than $5 for it. I don't give a fuck who's selling it. And if I know you're getting it from there, I'm going to them. But I don't know. I don't know if businesses, is it just a business place? Like, I'm assuming that anybody can buy from Alibaba, right? Now, if that is, if literally anybody can buy from Alibaba and you don't have to be a business, then I think that you are really screwed up, Whitney. Because you're basically saying that she's buying Shein, a bunch of Shein shit, and putting her name on it and selling it for a $700,000% markup, right? So, like, I kind of laugh at this, even though Lisa's an asshole for doing this. It's kind of fucking funny, you know. Like, I kind of think it's hysterical that that Whitney's getting called out for this, and I also, because of the MLN stuff, I was feeling bad for her at first, but I'm not anymore. I smell like my hair. I smell like my hair is burning. No, okay. Just make sure my wooden chair doesn't set fire. Oh shit. So yeah, that's it. So then moving on. Mary, this whole situation, Mary's not here yet, but Mary is also fights with Heather, but this is at the end, but I don't know why. I keep thinking that Mary's here. Mary's not here. So, but anyway, so yeah, Whitney brings up, okay, so the Alibaba jewelry. Whitney brings up that Lisa had thrown out the jewelry in Milwaukee. She said that the person from the manager at the guest house called her and said, hey, you know, Lisa threw out your gift, basically your Alibaba jewelry you gave her, basically. And so she's like, yeah, Lisa did this to me. Like, she's still mad at me about the comment about her being a villain. So she threw out the necklace that Lisa gave her, Letta gave her, you know, blah, blah, blah. And basically she's like, you know, she's just mad because, you know, I called her a villain and blah, blah, blah. So later on down the line, you find out that it's not even, it wasn't Meredith. It wasn't Lisa. It was, who was it? We'll get to it. But all right. So the next thing we have, which I thought this, for some reason, I know I'm probably wrong about this. Maybe it was a scene that we saw already, but I feel like the scene that we've already seen already with Angie and Mary going to hip hop class. But before that happens, we see Mary and her son, and I don't know where his wife is, because remember he had gotten married. So did he get a divorce now or something? His wife not living there, because he's obviously on something. I don't know. It's definitely not just weed. Mary's admitted, I need him to get a job, but he's not in the right state of mind right now. So I feel really bad for Mary at the moment. I didn't like him nodding out on camera. I didn't notice it until somebody else pointed out. I was like, oh, he is kind of nodding. Definitely doesn't look like he should be tired at that time of the day. A lot of weed. I get it. Maybe. I don't know. But she's not. Listen, he probably doesn't need to get a job. I'm sure Mary has the money. I'm sure he's, a Nepo baby or whatever. And I'm sure she can support him. But I don't think he's going to ever get a job if she doesn't force him to get help. This is not the first time this kid has been looking all fucked up. Now, look, I'm not judging the kid for doing pills or here and there, doing some pot, and then, you get caught and then you stop doing it. But this kid has been steady fucked up, I think, since we met him. And I don't find it I don't see it getting any better. I don't, maybe they're working on it. I don't know. But I just want Mary to know that doing the sobriety with Krista Marie whole thing, every time I see another one of these scenes, it makes me want to do this even more. If I wasn't going through some things with my own family right now, I'd be putting more effort into it. I'm going to try to start it this week, because it's more and more there's just more and more things happening on Bravo and off Bravo that have to do with sobriety, and nobody talks about it ever. I think me and Steele from Broad Brothers are the only ones that talk about the sobriety issues here. The stuff with Carl, stuff that Lindsay did last season. It's fucked up. But I don't want to tell Mary how to run her household, but I hope that she is getting him help, because the kid is not going to, I'm telling you. And then another thing, I also know that if you don't want it, it's not going to happen. So it doesn't matter what Mary says. He's not going to feel any pain. So he has no reason to get sober at this moment. He really doesn't. And that's the thing. And unless I didn't get sober for, I don't know, 17 fucking years, 20 some years. Every time I went away, it was for somebody else, until I did it for myself finally. And that was when I became a real actual adult. And I was like, oh shit, I can't do this anymore. I don't have another run in me. I'm going to die. I actually did die. So it's Mary did say recently, okay, good. Robert Jr., good. Definitely. I'm definitely praying for that kid, because I did not have kids for a reason. My mom watched me go through hell, and she went through hell watching me go through hell, because I self-medicated, and the lifestyle that I was living, and that's lifestyle that I was around. My dad's, it was just a mess, but I feel bad for Mary. It does not, watching your kid go through something like that, and there's nothing, sometimes they can't help it and you can't help it. You just have to want to do it. But anyway, before that, that's what happens. So Angie pulls up. Mary's going to a hip hop dance class with Angie, which I think is funny and cool, and I want to go. And it's Georgia Heather Gay's daughter. I drink. Oh jeez, it's Mary. Georgia Gay, Heather Gay's daughter, is teaching the dance class, and she's very young. And these two women are going. I feel like Angie and Mary do have the body for it. And so yeah, she gets in the car. She tells Angie that her car smells like onions, and which is, I don't know, rude. She probably did. It probably did smell like onions. I don't know. But on the other hand, they're doing that, Heather and Lisa are going to the salt caves, I guess, somewhere around Salt Lake, and it's Himalayan salt. So it's supposed to be calming and healing. So they're there. It's Heather and Lisa. And then we have Angie and Mary at the dance thing. Okay. So at the dance class, we have Angie tells Mary that she's irritated with Lisa for bringing her daughter Electra into the conversation. Last week when Lisa had said, every time I'm on the phone with you, you use your daughter as a reason to get off the phone or something like that, which I'm pretty sure that's not true. We saw Angie trying to talk to Lisa at lunch, explain to her what her friendship, what she was bothered by in the friendship. And Lisa's basically, unless you agree with Lisa, then you just have no point. You're wrong. So you don't get anywhere. So they haven't gotten anywhere. So I don't know. Angie should be mad at Lisa for a lot of things that Lisa said and done recently. And so I think that whole conversation, her telling Mary, that's valid. But over at the Salt Caves, we have Heather and Lisa talking about Angie. And Heather is starting the pot because Heather is being a fucking messy asshole. This is the part of Heather. I don't like any parts of Heather. Let me just get that straight. I like no parts of Heather whatsoever. Ever since Black Eye Gate, that whole lie, she's just been perpetuating. She's just a piece of crap liar. She's all fucking liar pants, okay? But she's over there staring at the pot telling Angie, or telling Lisa, I don't know why Angie's changing the terms of your friendship. And she's treating you like you're like basically saying you're a bad mom because, you get off the phone for your daughter, but, you don't let your kids play video games, which we see Lisa's son playing video games and ignoring her. So hello, whatever. Angie's not throwing out jabs to stir the pot, Heather. She's talking to you as a friend, saying like, I didn't appreciate Lisa saying that I got off the phone with my daughter when I am a good mother, blah, blah, blah. I don't let my kids sit in front of the video games. But Lisa started it. Lisa's the one who said that Andrew's always trying to get off the phone with me. I'll stay on the phone with her from morning till night. And it's like, well, that's your problem. You guys are weird for doing that. But so are we guys because we do the same thing. But anyway, Lisa's like, my kids have a 4.0 and, blah, blah, blah. And like, I'm a good mom. And, I'm really upset. Heather's like telling Angie, I don't know why she's like, changing the terms of your friendship. And, Lisa, you and her, she's just not a good friend. Basically telling her Angie's basically stirring a pot. And basically, Lisa's like, I'm getting really upset about this, Angie. You need to stay in your lane. I'm a great mother. Kids are off limits. You shouldn't criticize my parenting skills. I'm really hurt. And, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's just kind of like, huh? Okay, we already went through this already. Like, Heather, did you have to say something like that stupid? Heather's like, I don't know what she's doing, Lisa. She's changing the terms of your friendship. She's not a good friend to you. I don't know why she's doing that to you, Lisa. Like, Lisa's like, why do all my friends, this is her confessional, why do all my friends say this? Why do all your friends say that, Lisa? I don't know. Ask all your friends. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're the common fucking denominator, Lisa. You are here with Detective Whitney over here. Okay. So Whitney and Justin, this is the whole scene with Adam. It's like, okay. I can see this now. Oh, I'm going to be driving in the car filming, Adam. Make sure you call me, okay? Make sure you say this, Adam. And make sure you say it was Lisa. But don't say it was Lisa. Because it was probably Lisa. That's exactly how it was. Anyway, so they're driving Bobby to soccer practice. It's Whitney and Justin in the car. And they get a call from Adam the podcaster. Adam knows the person that started the rumor about Whitney's jewelry line from Alibaba. He says, I know who it is, but I'm going to talk to that person and see if they'll tell me. They couldn't tell me, but they told me to play a guessing game. And guess what? She owns us. And he's like a little pussy. Adam's like, sorry, Adam, you're just a little fucking pussy boy right here. Yep, well, she owns a liquor line. It's like, all right, Adam. Like, just say it's Lisa. Like, I'm sure Dana didn't tell you flat out that it was Lisa. But, I mean, she hasn't even told me that it was Lisa. But, I mean, why wouldn't she? Lisa seems to be, she was a part of Von Teese. Like, she was egging on Von Teese. So, we definitely find out that, like, the story was fed to him through Dana. Dana's the one who put the story on. Dana's podcast. It's always linked in my description, by the way. But she did talk about this over the summer, and so did I. I said, we're going to see a bunch of stuff that goes on. And in this whole scenario, we're going to see Lisa and Whitney get in a fight because of this whole Alibaba jewelry. And so we've known about this for a while. But I just wasn't sure exactly who told Dana, but now I know it was definitely Lisa. And Adam shouldn't even, I don't know how Adam got involved. I really don't. I don't know if Adam, so I guess she must have reached out to Adam and said, do you know who says? I don't know. But the culprit seems to be Lisa. But so, of course, we're not allowed to say Dana Wilkie's name because Dana's not going to let them make money off of her name. So she said, I want $3,500 if you're going to say my name, which Adam probably did it for free, and the dick sucked. He's probably going to literally do it for free. And he should have never said to Dana, can I take the credit instead of you? Or do you want to take the credit? And Dana's like, yeah, you take the credit. I'm like, you're crazy. You are absolutely crazy. Even if Bravo hated me, which they probably do, I would say, yeah, say my name and I want perpetuity like you're making. But anyway. So meanwhile, back on the ranch, we have Jared and Brittany meeting for lunch because she promised him she would meet up with him because she let asshole Lisa call him while they were away and like play stupid girl games. Like, oh, you're just best friends and let's like, I don't know what they did, but it just is weird. Like, could you imagine our relationships, me getting in, calling one of your boyfriends or one of your guys going, you're a dick. Like, you fucked my friend over. You're an asshole. Click, click, click. Like, you know, like, he answers the phone and you're like, you're an asshole, click. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, first of all, so anyway, they sit together and he's like, you look so beautiful. And she looks really pretty, by the way. And she's like, I'm so convinced. I get so convinced by him. And I'm pretty sure she probably slept with him that night. But he's like, you look so beautiful. And I missed you. And I was blindsided by this whole thing. This is before we even know Lisa calls him. And I'm thinking he's going to just be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be a dick to you. And he basically reiterates, you're the one who wants to keep things private, or not privately. We say we're friends. And he's like, I hold your hand in public and I do this to you. I call you. I you know, and she's like, but you don't post about me on social media. And that's what I really want. I want to feel safe. I need to feel safe in this relationship. And he's like, but I don't need our private business being told to the world through fucking Lisa Barlow. Again, why is she so involved in these people's lives? Why is she so involved in Bronwyn's daughter's grandparent? Like, why? This is such a bad, like, both of these subjects are so serious. Gwen's grandparents that she's never met, and she only has one picture of her father. And these people are supposed to be like, she's really trying to gauge these people. I don't know why Lisa gets involved in this shit. It's like, wow. Like, you had to have known this. It's weird, you guys, unless you guys really didn't know each other. So I don't know, these people you think are great people, Lisa. I don't know. Like, they seemed a little cold to Gwen. And, you know, I don't know. We're not going to, I don't know if we're going to see these people or what. I would hope that I don't know, that she does meet these people and it's not what she thinks, and they are very welcoming, and maybe they just were upset. They thought maybe that she thought certain things about them. And because we see how the conversation's been going, we already have a bad outlook on these people, right? Well, we don't even know them. So maybe they're really great people. You know, I don't know if they're going to speak out after this or not, because I don't know if we're going to see anything about it. But right now, they don't have like they haven't gotten a good edit. You know what I mean? I don't know if people like that appreciate stuff like that. And I'm not saying they're horrible or they're not, or she has a right to have all her she has a right to, obviously, to feel how she feels, obviously, Bronwyn. But I'm saying, if you're going to talk about these people and you're going to bring it up, I feel like maybe we now have to meet them because, or they can come on, or they can go and they have every right now to speak out and say, hey, this is how it went down. Maybe we were under the impression they wanted nothing to do with us. We didn't, maybe they just didn't want to interject or, interrupt their lives. Some people have guilt by the way they've treated other people. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But like, I asked you guys in the very beginning, when it comes down to this, like, do you think Lisa had any right to meddle into this? Really, do you call it even meddling? How close is she with these people? If she knows these people enough to call them and say, hey, listen, how do they not know who Bronwyn is? If Bronwyn's on the show, this is what I mean, Lisa, you're a liar. Like, you all well knew who these people, you had to have known who these people were. I just find it strange that you didn't. But if you did know these people well enough, then how to call them up? Then how did you not know they were Gwen's grandparents? See what I'm saying? Especially when he passes away, and you were with the people when he passed away. So don't tell me that you did not know who Gwen's grandparents were. It's fucking strange. Anyway, and I think these people now need to speak out, because now they have a bad at it. We look at them like they're just pieces of poop that want nothing to do with her. Listen, all the same. We're getting the same story from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives through Monica. We're getting the same story about all families that are involved in this church, okay? And then maybe now, 2024, things are different, and they don't think that way anymore. And there could be different, they could be changing it. And maybe now they, like I said, they don't want to interrupt Gwen. And maybe the things they were saying were just like, I don't know. It's hard to gauge it's hard to gauge people's, the way they feel through like a written message or text or whatever, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Did she have a conversation with them? I don't know. But now I'm interested, and now I'm like, okay, now I'm interested in Brittany's life with Jared. I'm solely fucking interested, not in her fighting, not in them fighting with other people. This is the fucking problem we keep having now. We had to create arguments with other cast members to make storylines, and we don't need storylines, first of all. We just want to see your life. I am interested in Brittany's life with Jared and her family and her daughters that she's not speaking to, or not speaking to her. That's a whole, like, that's storylines right there. I'm interested in Bronwyn in that whole goddamn situation right there, and Lisa not being involved. I want to know these people. Can we get these people in a meeting with that? Can we meet these people? Can we, I don't know, maybe they're great people. I don't know. That's the whole storyline right there. We don't need to create ones with other people. Let's not get there. Okay. Heather is a fucking problem. And Whitney's a problem, Lisa, but they're all problems. They're still, I said this last year, they are going to now have to fight with each other because they are convinced that that's what has to happen on these shows to make them work. And like I said last year, Monica showed up with her own bag of shit. They need to fight with you fucking assholes. I like it when you're all getting along. I don't like this bullshit. Freaking Lisa meddling, Heather acting like she is the head bitch now. I'm so tired of her interviews acting like she is they're such good friends. And Monica was the problem. Jen Shah was the problem. That's basically how she's acting. Jen Shah and Monica were a fucking problem. And I'm like, I'm interested in these people's lives, not you fighting with them and pretending to be their friend. I don't want to see you pretend to be their friend at first. That makes me fucking mad. If anything, you're a sneak. I don't like sneaks. You're a fucking sneak with the black eye gate. You're lucky my eye didn't fucking puff out even more because I would have showed y'all. I would have showed y'all how bad that looked, and it was not from a black eye. It was definitely, you guys saw my eye was starting to swell. It's almost healed now, but you would have seen a whole thing, okay? So, you know, I'm just like with Lisa meddling and all this crap. I probably went ahead of myself because I'm just like I'm just cannot believe that Heather is like, I don't know. I don't know. These women have their own lives that I'm interested in it. And oh, good luck at the doctors. Good luck at the doctors. I love you so much. I'll be we're gonna do OC 2 after this. Probably like maybe a half hour after this ends. I can't wait to do it. So yeah, and it's like it's not, and I keep saying this, they have to force each other to hang out. They have to create, like, again, did Lisa and Bronwyn really know each other? Why do they even have to know each other to come onto the show? Don't fake it for me, because I can't take this whole, because I'm thinking that if you had to have known her this well, that you had to have known this family. It is bothering me. And it's kind of bothering me how much of a sneak you are. You, Lisa and Heather, are the ones that wanted Monica to stay off the show because she's such a sneak. But look what the fuck you two are doing. Oh my God. Holy crap. Lisa. Oh my God. Look at the sneakiness that you have done. You have absolutely 1,000. I believe Dana 1,000. I'm pretty sure she'll probably show us the receipts. Dana, if you're watching, please give us the receipts. I want proof that Lisa did this. Please. Whitney, I don't know if we have to validate it because I want her, the fact that she tried to keep Monica off the show because she's a sneak, and Heather, same thing. Oh, I didn't know about Von Teese. We didn't know about Von Teese. You guys are such bitches. Wow. This is crazy. Isn't she so self-righteous? Like, who are you, man? Even if you don't, you're writing another book, and you know what it's called? Something to do with something. What was it? I don't know. Something that Lisa said. I don't know. Oh, good time girl. Yeah, now her family's really never going to talk to her. Heather's family does not speak to her, not her sisters, nothing. And I wonder why. You know what? I haven't seen Lisa's sister around either, the one that she took John from. So it's like, really, who are you people? And I wish Mary would just literally give Brittany a break because I feel like they all could be really good friends. I think that Angie, Mary, Brittany, Bronwyn, I want to say Monica, but Monica can go on Secret Housewives. And maybe even Whitney. I don't know, maybe not Whitney. I don't know. Whitney, this whole look, I don't know about buying Shein and stuff and like selling it. I just don't find that cool, Whitney. I just find it fucked up. And apparently the MLN thing with your people, you're silencing these people. It's weird. If you're supposed to be allowed to buy stuff and resell it, then just say that. Don't deny it, but don't deny it, Whit. And don't deny that you're using the same pictures because you are. They're obvious. It's so obvious it's the same picture. It's so obvious. You did not restock the picture. But anyway, back to Jared and Brittany, because I don't know how I went the whole thing about Lisa, but Lisa, so they just hold this conversation at dinner. And this is all about, Lisa getting involved. And, it's like, he's like, I don't want to lose a relationship, but I think we never basically he says, let's put a pin in it. So I don't know what that means, put a pin in it. I don't know if it means put a pin in us breaking up. Are they putting a pin in their whole relationship period? Is he doing it because of Lisa? And now Brittany is pissed the fuck off at Lisa because she's convinced that her and Jared are not now friends because of Lisa. This is all Lisa's fault, not Jared's fault for not wanting to commit. Not Brittany's fault for I don't know. He's a real fucking. He literally gaslights the shit out of her. He really does. He really, the way he was acting is like they're in a goddamn relationship. So I would be motherfucking confused too. And I wouldn't want some bitch Lisa Barlow calling me up who sleeps with people for fucking tickets, calling me up and telling me about my life. I'm an Osmond for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? He's a motherfucking Osmond. He doesn't need the likes of Lisa Barlow, who's like a loser, calling on and telling him he doesn't know how to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? Stay out of it. But Brittany does bring them in it. But I feel like we've really got like a really good side of Bronwyn this season or this episode. And I like it. And I didn't like her at first. I thought she was going to be really annoying. But I feel like she's really pretty. I just really like her. And I don't like how Lisa's involved in that. It's so weird. I just think it's odd that you're lying. You knew. You had to have known. You had to have known. Like, you knew these people well enough to call them up and say something like weird like that to them. Hey, by the way, I met your granddaughter that you haven't spoken to in 18 years. And you're not telling them about them. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. Again, it's like Angie needs to just Bronwyn, Angie, Mary, and even Whitney, they all should just like stay in a little group. Like, I feel like they can overpower these, I forgot all about Meredith. We're not even talking about Meredith here. Because at first Whitney thought it was Meredith that was the one who was the person who's brought up the whole Alibaba stuff. But as this whole thing is, as literally as Heather's stirring the pot too, she does tell Whitney that Whitney was acting too, you're right, Whitney was acting too mad, or Whitney's like, you're off, or Heather's like, you're awfully defensive at Lisa or you're awfully at Meredith, when really it was Lisa. Lisa told Meredith and Meredith told me. So it's like, oh my God. So yeah, she's like, I was wrong. I was mad at the wrong one. This is Whitney. Sorry, I jumped ahead after the Brittany stuff. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as they're driving, we get the call from the Alibaba stuff. And we find out that it's Lisa, right? She basically Adam tells on Lisa. And after the Brittany thing with Jared, they have these, I don't know. They don't, the way they leave it doesn't seem like, they're in a good place, but I'm pretty sure they probably slept together that night. I don't think that they just ended it there. But it doesn't, to me, it's not clear. Everybody says it's clear he doesn't want to be her boyfriend. I don't think that's very clear. Is that clear to everybody else? Because it's not clear to me. I already saw her. Yeah, I know. I've already watched it. He's such a snitch, isn't he? That's what I mean. He's such a dick sucker, man. He ran right to fucking Adam. Right to Andy. Let me suck your dick. I got this information. Let me suck your dick. Put me on the show. Oh, put me on Southern Charm. Oh, Southern Hospitality, whatever. I'll suck your dick. Anyway, yeah, he's such a little snitch boy. Like, he called Whitney. He called Whitney to tell, I don't know. So he's telling on Lisa, but oh well. I mean, Lisa kind of deserves it. I don't know what to feel about this. Yeah. So that whole thing happens in the car. And I'm just like, that's weird. So he should have just said, my friend. Well, she said she didn't want her name, Dana Loki. I don't know. When Adam called Dana and said, I would like you, can I use your name, or do you want me to use your name? And can I give you credit, or can I take the credit? And then she's like, no, you take the credit. I mean, I guess that was the right thing to do, but like, I don't know. So after this whole situation with Jared, we go on to Gwen, and she's talking to, she's talking to Gwen about meeting her grandparents. Now, this is where we find out that the calls that she was making to them, and then, the going back and forth kind of wasn't working out the way that she was perceiving it, wasn't the way that she wanted it to be or something. So Gwen's basically saying that, like, they were kind of being a little cold. And like I said, it's very hard to read people, and you don't know them. So it's hard to read them in text, their personality through text message. Or, I don't know if they had an actual conversation on the phone, but to me, it just sounds like they don't know each other. And like I said, I would like to see these people, because now that we're talking about them, this is part of her storyline. I think it's amazing. And the fact that Lisa got involved is annoying. I don't know. She had no right. I mean, did she even ask Bronwyn if she could call and say something to these people? You know what I mean? And if you didn't have permission to call these people and say, hey, I met your granddaughter, I know you're at her, you don't go back and say something on camera. This is what I mean. Like, I hope that she had permission to speak to these people on behalf of Gwen and Bronwyn. You know what I mean? And if not, like, you have to just keep your, like, I don't know. I just fucking don't like this at all. Um, I feel bad. Like, she said that she told Gwen as soon as she got home, and then Gwen went to go stay with her other grandparents to give them each space to think about, whether she wanted to meet them or not, the other grandparents. So after coming back, like I said, she said they sound very cold. Their responses weren't very loving. They said, basically, Gwen, if you're, if she was in a space where she's ready to accept them, and again, we can't really read people through messages. To me, it sounds like they don't want to be accountable for the shitty way they treated Gwen's mom, but that's also a conversation for Bronwyn and the parents. You know what I mean? And if anything, why was the daughter made to suffer? Why is their grandchild made to suffer, especially when you've lost your son? That is your son's, that you passed away. That is his daughter. That is your granddaughter. That is your connection to him. And I wonder if they have other grandchildren. And just because she came into the world in a way that they didn't expect, or they didn't experience, or they didn't accept, it's like, I just feel very bad for Gwen. And I don't think that Lisa should have gotten involved in this at all, especially on camera. I don't know. I mean, I hope that she also had permission to talk about this with her, her daughter on camera. Like, I hope she said, hey, Gwen, we're going to talk about this. Isn't that extremely fucking overstepping? Like, my whole thing is, God, did you have permission to do that? And God, I would be so upset if you didn't, if I didn't tell you to do that, or if I didn't know that you were going to go to these people and say, oh my God, because again, you got to have known, you have to have known. Come on, let's not act like we don't know. If you know them well enough, if you know them well enough to say something to them about it, you knew them well enough to know who she is. So Lisa, again, the fact that you have overstepped there, okay, and then I guess you overstepped there. Then I'm like unmad at Lisa for telling on Whitney, but I don't like snitches or snitches. I see. I don't know. I mean, again, would I have liked that to Dana? Definitely. I would have listen, I would have loved for these bitches to come to me and telling each other and rat each other the fuck out. Like, I'm Dana, good for you. Like, the fact that they had stopped Monica from coming back on the show for doing exactly what they did. Well, I'm going to say what Lisa did. I'm sure Heather was like, yeah, tell on Whitney. I'm pretty sure she did. I don't know how this went down, but I don't think Heather's innocent in all this. I'm going to have to blame her too, because remember, she's the one who protected a violent criminal. Like Mary said, you have a trail of real lies, Heather. Who are you, Heather? You know what I mean? But anyway, so we leave it with that. Gwen's not sure how she feels. And it seems like Brahma's trying to talk her into it, but I think that's because she feels guilty for keeping her from them. So I think everybody needs to stop acting out of guilt and think about Gwen. She's not the victim. Like, she's not a victim. You know what I mean? Like, she is the granddaughter. She's the connection. Like, should be treasured, not looked upon. You know what I mean? Like, they should treasure this granddaughter, because I don't know if they have other grandchildren, but again, if I've lost your son, and I don't know, and I don't even know how he passed away, but he's no longer here. Not your kid. I don't know. It's so odd. And again, you're right. Maybe something that should not be on TV. But again, they can't. If everybody's in agreement to talk about it, then cool. But I just feel like Lisa bringing it up, I don't know if we would have heard anything about it. Bronwyn did make a comment, because Lisa was like, I didn't know, Bronwyn. And Bronwyn's like, yeah, well, I make it that way. I don't think so. Like, I really don't. Like, especially if I knew you knew my ex's parents. Like, I don't know, man. I hope they're all in agreement. I keep saying this. So Jim Bellino keeps going live. And he talks about how they all are so two-faced on each other. And I said, it would just be great if they all in the beginning of the season said to each other, look, I'm going to fuck you over. You're going to fuck me over. I'm going to fuck you over. You're going to fuck me over. We're going to do this. And we're going to keep our fucking storyline. We're going to keep everybody interested, right? If they were all in agreements to fuck each other over in the very beginning, like, Tamara's not your friend, right? That maybe you agree to say certain things about each other, but then you're okay off camera. Like, you have to know your friendships are going to be torn the fuck apart. But again, friendships being torn apart, and you calling my fucking ex's parents and acting like like you should be hooking us up to meet each other, like, fucking what? Ugh. It's just ick. It's ick. It's weird. It's ick. It's like her hot mic moment. Like, you don't know Meredith? Like, that's your friend, you weirdo. Lisa, Lisa, you're just a piece of shit. You know what, Lisa, you are? You're a piece of shit friend. So is Heather. because I'm not positive that Heather hadn't have any like say in this. I'm sure Heather's probably like, yeah, tell her. You should tell that Dana Wilkie. You know what I mean? Like, like call your friend Adam. He'll tell. I don't know. This thing's so weird. So we have. So I just thought about this. We have Whitney, who's Adam's bestie, right? Dana and Adam are friends. Adam knows that Lisa went behind Whitney's back and told his friend, Dana Wilkie, all about this, right? So it's like, is Dana mad at Adam for being a little snitch boy? Or did she say that you could? I don't know. Because Dana was like, you can ask me, because I see this is the thing. I don't know. I'm glad Whitney got called. I don't know. I'm glad Whitney got called out for this. But I just feel like, okay. So then we go from that to zip lining. The last seat is zip lining, right? And I don't know why we're not on vacation, but we're thinking of things that force each other to hang out. Okay, fine. If you don't want to talk about your own lives at home, and Mary's the only one filming at home at this point. Like, we're only seeing Mary and like Bronwyn. Like, we're not seeing Heather's home, Lisa at home. We're not seeing them at home in their lives, showing us Meredith. We didn't see shit. Meredith, we saw her doing a little bit of Meredith. She was doing her bat mitzvah thing. Okay, cool. But so that's the best part about this, though. Like, the same thing with OC was the end. This is the best part about Brittany. And I know it is a little weird about Brittany confronting Lisa, but we get to the part where they go ziplining, and it's Lisa, Brittany, Mary, and Heather. So Brittany confronts Lisa about grabbing her phone. She's like, yeah, by the way, you probably ruined it for me and Jared. So the whole group is like ziplining, having a good time. And this is when they get to a dinner at the end. So this is like when Brittany has this in her head that Lisa has now ruined it for her and Jared Osmond, who they ruin it for each other because they're both just fucking weird. I don't know. He probably just, I don't know. I feel like they don't claim each other because of their religion and their situations. So you're on a TV show now. He acted like he wanted to be his or her boy. He said on camera, in front of everyone, talking to her on the camera, and in front of us, I will do this. Basically, yes, we're in a relationship. It's what he says. And I don't know what you guys are saying. Like, everybody's like, oh, he obviously doesn't want to be with her. I think he absolutely does want to be with her. I think the way he acted, he does want to be with her. Or he would not play the games that he's playing. You know what I mean? He's playing games, but he's got no reason to play games with her unless he really wanted to be with her. Or they were just like embarrassed because of their religion and they can't, at their age, they should be able to do what they want. When you're old, when you're like been married a couple times, whatever, say you're married for 46 years to somebody and you're like almost 70 and you're just like, fuck it. I can't do this anymore. I'm out. And you just find somebody that makes you happy. I can't be mad about it, Who doesn't want to be sexy at 70? I'm like traumatized. I don't even want to talk about this. I'm traumatized. Just saying. I'm just saying. I have to laugh about this whole situation. Okay, let's get into this whole. I want to get into the body positivity thing, and then I'll tell you guys what I'm talking about. Because I didn't tell you what happened in my family. You guys are going to lose your minds. If you don't know, you will. You're going to be probably like, what, Krista? Well, what? Okay, but I'll tell you in a minute. I promise. So we go to this whole thing, right? So Brittany's like, you grabbed my phone and you were texting Jared mean things, and like he's, they're all like, Jared's not your friend, Brittany. He's been lifting, he's talking to other girls, and then the conversation moves on to the dance class, and Heather's like, you had a dance class with my daughter, and Mary's like, yeah, Angie was there, but I didn't want to tell you because Angie was there, and you guys don't like Angie. And Heather's like, huh? Like, so you and Angie went to a dance class with my daughter. And Mary's like, yeah. And then she's like, Lisa and Angie are on the out, so I'm not telling you anything. And Mary's like, I don't want to talk about it. And Mary's like, I don't know. Mary challenges Heather, and basically for like sticking up for Lisa, because according to Brittany, Lisa's wrong, and everybody in the group is kind of like, I don't know. Like, Mary's like, you've known Angie since high school. And, Heather, why the fuck would you be on Lisa's side? And basically. And Mary's like, Heather, I feel like, you leave a trail of lies, Heather. Like, you should be on Angie's side, not Lisa's. And then, it's kind of like the black eye thing, and then you're champion body positivity, but that's a whole lie now too, which I didn't realize all that. So Heather's now, Remember how she was body positivity because she was a bigger girl, blah, blah, blah. And now she's on Ozempic and she's lost over 40 pounds. And she's like, this whole body positivity thing in her confessional is a fucking lie, she says. People say that because people, only heavy people say something like that. She's like, all bodies are supposed to be beautiful. And basically when they say that, they just really want you to be skinny. And she's like, everybody's like, oh. And I'm like, I don't know. Okay. So basically you're saying that fuck body positivity. You're wrong. People just want you to be skinny no matter what. That's all a bunch of crap. And the whole world's criticizing you. Now that they've criticized you when you didn't lose weight, they criticize you when you do lose weight. Heather, nobody's criticizing you for losing weight on Ozempic. What we're criticizing for you is now not having the whole body positivity, saying that is a load of shit. That's what you're now being criticized for. She's like, they're criticizing me when I was heavy. Now they're criticizing me that I've lost weight. No, they're criticizing your statement about body positivity. Don't claim it if you don't actually fucking mean it. That is what they're saying. So nobody's saying anything about losing weight. Everybody knows you fucking lost weight because you're a little wannabe, like pick me. Just like I'm on Ozempic for losing. I want to go. I'm not on it yet. I want to go on Ozempic because I need to lose 30 pounds. Side note, I just stopped eating the M&Ms and I think it might be working, but I'm just saying. So yeah, her confessionals are getting on my fucking nerves. And I think that Heather needs to stop on her stupid interviews that I keep seeing going, well, yeah, Monica's gone and our friendships are the best now. And that's what we needed to start back from the beginning. Who started from the beginning? You got Lisa ratting on people, ratting on your friend, your cousin, Whitney. You basically probably telling her to do that. Then you have you're telling Angie or telling Lisa that Angie's changing the terms of their friendship. And that's weird to you, Heather. All this is so weird to Heather. All these people are acting so weird. She needs people to own their words. Remember? Everybody had to own their words. When does Heather ever own her fucking words? Is Lisa going to own her words? Is Lisa going to own the fact that she tried to stop Monica? Both of them tried to stop Monica from getting back on the show. Why? Oh, I forgot that Instagram. Hey guys, let me see if Instagram's over here. I hate that I forget that Instagram's running because I want to see people's comments. What happened over here? Instagram. Oh, nobody's over here. Oh yeah. Hey guys. I love you guys. Yeah, I'm going to do OC in about 45 minutes, a little bit after this. And same thing. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know what the Wi-Fi is so slow for, but I feel like, Lisa and Heather, I don't know. I don't they would have just came into the season. Even Meredith, I can't even talk about Meredith. Meredith even come up in this whole entire goddamn season, this whole episode. I just, I really like Mary showing up a lot more. I like the stuff with her son. I'm glad that she's being more honest. I like her friendship with Angie. I said this before. I like Mary when she has friends. Mary shows herself with her family. That's who Mary really is. Mary is not all these things that people want to say. She's just a cult leader. Her church stuff wasn't running because it was COVID. That's why. Remember, the season came out when it was COVID. So, of course, she wasn't running her church. It wasn't a cult. Remember, we had lots of content creators trying to take her down, calling family members. Listen, Bravo wouldn't be begging her to come back every season and paying her to come back if she was all these horrible things. Let's worry about Heather, this whole bad Mormon. She is a Mormon. She's not a Mormon. She might be. She may be. I don't know. Her family says awful things about her online, which we all see who this person is, Sister Gay. You're still a Mormon. You're just, like you said, a bad Mormon. Nobody knows who you really are, Heather. It's kind of annoying. I don't care that you've lost weight. You say you're living your best life. Don't get used to this. Do not get used to you being in the limelight with Bravo because we're not fucking for it. If we say off with your head, off with your fucking head. And literally you and Lisa are pissing people off. Because how dare you literally be mad at Von Teese, but your best friend Lisa is a little snitchy poo. So what are you going to do about it, Heather? You're going to outcast her like you did Monica? Let's see you do that, Heather Gay. I hope the fuck you hear me, man. Literally, I can sleep for 2 days when Monica was when they did that there. I'm screaming cease and desist for I couldn't scream any goddamn louder. These people acted like they never saw a cease and desist that said that Monica was absolutely part of Von Teese. A year prior to her being fucking casted in season 4, she was trying to get on season 3. Jen Shah said, no effing way, and blah, blah, blah. This is who she is. She runs this account. Here's a cease and desist. She's Monica, blah, blah, blah. Name's Monica in it, everything. Tanisha as well. So, again, Heather, You knew about Von Teese. You knew exactly who Monica was. You knew exactly what Tanisha was doing. So this whole, oh, we're friends again, and blah, yeah, oh, fucking skipping away each other, like skipping and holding hands down the beach. Hey, we're best friends, best friends, best friends. I don't fucking think so. Because literally you have, again, you have to fight with each other. Because you don't have to, you are convinced you need to fight with each other for storylines. Whitney's definitely convinced of this, right? No, that's not what we started out with. That's not what we want. That's not what we want, Tamara. That's not what we want, Teresa. Get out of like fucking 1992 or whatever year it was you started. What was like 2008? This is 2024. We don't like this. We like conflict resolution. And your conflict resolution is having a black eye for 2 effing fucking years and insinuating that somebody did it. Jen Shah, all but said Jen Shah did it. I mean, I swear to God, all but said she did it for 2 years and then tried to say, I was so afraid of her. I was protecting her because I was so afraid. I was so afraid of Jen Shah. Oh my God. Now she's like, oh, Heather, oh, she can't hurt you anymore. She's in jail now. We forgive you, Heather, for being a like liar for 2 years. Like, no. No, because Angie's not a bad friend. Lisa is. Lisa's doing exactly what Monica did, or what you claim Monica did. Monica didn't even do this. Monica didn't even do Von Teese. Monica exposed a fucking, literally, what you guys did. A goddamn criminal con, whatever. You protected her. Monica exposed her. She fucked Monica over. Jen Shah deserved to be outed. I don't know if Whitney deserved to be outed, but Lisa sure as heck did it. Lisa sure as fuck did Von Teese move. So again, why are we giving all these people fucking passes? Why is Teresa get a pass for being Von Teese 2.0? So far, she hasn't. So far, they're just throwing her on like villains, House of Villains, to keep her happy. Which, why? I don't know. House of Villains, I mean, you need the money. Why are you the only one working, friend? Teresa, why are you the only one working? It's fucking wild. But hey, again, why are we giving these people passes when Monica was not anything close to what you claim that the what Lisa has done is called a current cast member on the show, a current friend of hers. She just decides to clone out her to a fucking, to, and does it anonymous. It tries to do it anonymously. Says, please don't tell anybody it was me. Dana, don't tell anybody it was me. And I think actually Meredith might have done it too. I think Meredith actually might have been a part of this too. I'm not sure. Dana should probably let us know. But yeah, so that's Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And what time is it now? Yes, we're gonna do OC. I said 2:00, so it's about right? About 40 minutes. Yeah, he really is. He really is. So okay. It's been an hour. He's starting on podcast. So I'm just gonna talk about this once because I still have no clue what's gonna happen. But I don't know if you guys know, my mom and my biological mom has been married to my stepdad for she was with him in high school. And the only reason they broke up for a couple of years is my mom went to college. My biological dad, he was a bad boy. She had me, my brother. Very quickly after that, got back with my stepdad. Okay. He had 2 little kids at the same time. They get together. So then now they've been together since then. It's been since I was 3 or 4, 40 some years, right? They're almost 70. And my dad always hasn't been, he's not, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that happened. You guys, I don't know if you guys know my history, whatever, but everybody was okay, the last 10 years or so. So all of a sudden, my mom decides that she is going to leave my stepdad, after 46 years. So my parents at 70 years old are getting a divorce. My mom has already divorced. She was she was married, honestly. She was married to my biological dad for a very little time. I don't really consider that a divorce, but yeah. So now and she's okay with, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm all for her being, my mom is not happy. I knew that she wasn't. I didn't know what she was going to do. I wasn't happy myself. So, yeah. So then I'm not saying that she just said it. She actually physically left our family home and actually took her name off the bills, and she's staying with my aunt Barb. And yeah, and she's telling everyone, so it's okay for me to talk about it. But like, that's what was wrong with me the other day. I was still in shock. My sister's still in shock. This just happened the other day. She was on vacation for 2 weeks without my stepdad. I don't even want to get into their whole thing, but like, I'm just shocked that after all this time, I just couldn't figure out why now. Like, he's been a dick for a long time. Like, so but my sister is now stuck taking care of my dad, and it's the whole thing. So that was what was wrong with me the other day. So we were talking about the other day, Jim Bellina was live talking about divorce and stuff. And it's like, if you're not happy, blah, blah. And I was like, literally, like my mom just said, I am not happy. I still have not actually spoken to her, but I'm just getting information through my sister. It's only been a couple of days, but she's dead ass serious. She's not going back. And I am like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I don't even know who these people are anymore. That's how I feel. And that maybe I don't, guys, I'm really, like, when I say like going through it, I mean it. Like, I can never, I'm such a control freak. That's why my emotions, and I get so freaked the fuck out, and why I spat. I think because I am such a control freak, when I can't control the things that are going on in my life that cause me harm or pain, or not even pain, just like any kind of like, and I can't control it. I'm a fixer. Like, I want to fix everything. I want to fix everything. I need to know their future. I need to know what we're doing in 10 years. I have literally my whole life is, me and George's life we've planned it out when we're going to pay this off. Like, everything, I have to know I'm never going to be home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need to know our future, right? So change is not good for me. So when my mom leaves my dad, and not only just leaves him, I say he's my dad because he raised me. Now, let me just remind you, I still have my biological dad. He was married to my stepmom. That's a whole other thing. But like, he's very much always been in the picture, just as another family member, just whatever. So like, they've also been married for 40-some fucking years. I don't even know if they know this yet. They all are grandparents together. They're not just like out having like a woo. Like, what are they doing? Like, single ladies? Her and my aunt? I'm just so confused. Like, are you any Barbie because my aunt's single? I don't know what's happening. I mean, my mom is 70. She's a very good looking lady. Both of my parents are. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't find, if they wanted to find somebody else. I don't. I'm so lost. But I'm laughing. I'm semi-laughing right now, only because me and my sister we just had to laugh about this yesterday, because if not, we were like losing our minds. Like, we're trying to make up. We were just on the whole thing. But yeah. So if you guys see me, if I'm like making little funny comments like, oh yeah, I get divorced at 70 years. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I'm like throwing digs out there, and just like, I might have to go over my aunt's tonight and hang out with the single ladies and see what the hell's going on. But on the other hand, on the serious note, I'm so worried about my dad. Listen, my mom has been sick 3 or 4 times, right? 3, 4 times with cancer. I can't even, I've lost count. She's beat it every time. My dad has been by her side through her treatments, and I don't, it was just 3 times she had it in the last 4 years. No, 2 times in 4 years. And she had it once when we were younger. I don't know. It's a lot. But at this point in time, she has beat it again. Okay. And it was a lot. Like, I at one point thought that I lost both of my parents. Like, my dad was having strokes, my stepdad having strokes. I'm going to say my dad. That's what I'm talking about. My dad having strokes. I don't know. There's a whole stuff going on with him. And like, recently, so I like my sister tells me my mom left. I'm like, did she have a brain tumor? What do you mean she left? Like, she just left him? They don't even fight. Like, he's always provided a life for my mother. And that's the thing. I guess maybe I was confused that they were thinking that she was happy because he's always provided a life. Even my brother says, Krista, you're just confused. You and your sister, me and my sisters, there's 7 of us. Me and my one sister, Shannon, were just like, no, our parents are great. And, I'm crying to my brother. My brother's like, you just thought that he was a good guy. Like, they provided for us, Krista. That's what you and Shannon saw. And like, I guess my brother saw something different. I don't know, man. He made some mistakes. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe my mom's going to tell me that she made a mistake. I don't know. Maybe she found it. I don't know. Maybe she found somebody else. I don't know. But I'm like, it's so like, I had, guys, Mamir, if it was not for Mamir and like Terry, Mamir, I have to keep apologizing too for the way I treated you that night. I was screaming at everybody because they're trying to tell me it's okay. Tell me everything's okay. And I'm like, no, it's fucking not. I'm like, everything is not fucking okay. I was like, and my husband was getting mad at me, and I was getting mad at him for being mad at me. And I'm like, I had no idea how to feel. I needed somebody to tell me how I was supposed to feel. Am I supposed to, like, I needed somebody to literally tell me how to feel, because I'm worried about my dad. I'm worried that, like, but see, I don't know. Like, is there something I don't know? Like, but yeah. So I really want to do this sobriety tea with Krista Marie, but my head was not with it this week, and I got to really be serious about it. Like, I'm trying to get rid of me saying all the time and like all the time. I really wish I could stop doing that. I'm trying to see, I just did it again. I'm trying to figure out ways to eliminate that from my vocabulary. But yeah, so okay. So guys, come back in a half hour for OC. Definitely going to do the same thing. Just go through it and talk about whose side we're on, because I am annoyed with Tamara, and I understand what she means about, listen, I'm not going to, I would like to hold it against her for saying that she's on the spectrum, for announcing it. I know what she means when she says she probably did some kind of quiz with a doctor. Believe me, I've done it too, and it says that I am too. But I knew you have to go through years of testing to just actually have that diagnosis. But in a way, I understand what she means, but it's not a way. It's not an excuse for bad behavior. I don't use my excuses. Definitely, I don't treat people that way. I have empathy, so I don't know where she's going with all that. You know what I mean? I understand what she means when she says, "Oh, I must be on the spectrum." Blah, blah. What she's experiencing, her symptoms that she's saying she has, are symptoms of a narcissist, a gaslighting narcissist with no empathy, which can mimic other things. Maybe her, I don't know. Let me just get rid of it. Let me just stop talking about this one, because I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole with her. I just feel like this is one other thing that she needs to be accountable for, but we're talking about that on the other show. And this is Salt Lake. So with Salt Lake, I'm liking Bronwyn. This is my final thoughts this week, because first of all, I like Bronwyn getting into her whole family situation. I like the way that she talks and feels and acts, and the way she carries herself, and the way she's just honest. I like Brittany. I need to figure out if she's a psychotic person or not. Is she a crazy psycho over this guy, or what? What is up? Is he making her this way? Has she always been this way? Why are her daughters not speaking to her? Heather, you can get lost. I don't care about you, sister gay. Whitney, you know, as much as I can't stand what Lisa did for being a little snitch, you probably deserved it. And I'm glad that Lisa showed us who she is finally, because we knew that Lisa was up. Like, we knew something was wrong with her. Because Lisa, if you ask her, she's done nothing wrong. And I want the proof. I really hope that Dana's got, maybe she'll give me the proof. Maybe she'll let me expose the proof. Maybe I could ask Dana to show me the proof, and maybe she'll let me show her the proof. Because I want Lisa to start denying this shit, and just we can show. I'm sure the DMs are there. You know what I mean? So if Lisa denies this, man, how are you going to explain it? Because what did you do? Like, you literally, this is what you said Monica did. So I like her a lot, and thank you for saying that. So John and Whitney's husband. Yeah, I saw that next week. Yep. Well, again, Meredith, I think Meredith was a part of it too. Let me see what you guys and Lisa. And I'm thinking, I know this could be really trying. If Lisa brings these people, I really feel like they need to now get permission to. They should have to now talk, because again, they don't look like, they haven't been portrayed very well. So hopefully they're not the people that they're coming off to be. And I think Lisa should have shut her goddamn mouth. And if they show a scene or something of Lisa talking to these people, and Lisa bringing these people in the show without like Brahman's, I would be, I don't know, man. This is the equivalent of what they tried to do to Mary in the very beginning, to really screw with somebody's life like this. It's not the reality TV. It's not the Bravo Housewives that we like. I don't know why these women get confused. Like, you know, Heather was confused. Heather thought that we wanted her to protect Jen Shah. That's what you did. You fucked with us for a year, 2 years over black. You know what I mean? Like, Teresa got extremely fucking confused on which she thought that we wanted to see. We don't want to see you smear campaigning against people. We don't need smear campaigns, you know? Like, I mean, listen, if it's happening now, like, I mean, this whole thing with the Alibaba jewelry, if it's the same thing as like Shein, then oh my God, then it's not what you're saying it is. If it's like one of those companies where you can just wholesale, I don't consider Temu or and Shein wholesale. I consider that like products, like whatever it's called, right? I don't see that as like somebody buying a bunch of Shein stuff and then putting their name like She by Sheree. Yes, you can buy the same type of stuff and She by Sheree, but I don't see ordering a bunch of Shein products and then putting your label on it or your picture, right? Is that what Alibaba is? I don't know. Doesn't seem right to me though. It was enough for people to like not. Again, and I would. She threw the necklace out, bracelet out that Whitney got her. Listen, half the shit that I wear from there, I have to throw out after 2 wears too. So it's like $2 jewelry. You know that it's cosmetic or whatever it's called, and you just don't take it seriously. You sure as fuck don't. I put my crystalline energy and my Whitney Rose. First of all, she's Iris and Bow, or is she Whitney Rose, Wild Rose Beauty? Is she Prism? Is she who's Prism? It says like a multi-marketing thing, multi-level marketing thing. So I see you, Twitter people. I just can't see exactly who's watching, but appreciate you. I did tag a lot of the housewives, so yeah, maybe a little Adam's watching. Adam, how dare you be, little pussy bitch you are? Oh, I love it. I love that you're like the little mole. I mean, I don't know. Are you? Are you the mole? You probably are. You probably are. You probably like, oh, I know something. Dana told me something. I'm not supposed to say anything. Oh, but I'll say something anyway. Have me in a conversation. I'm jealous that Zach keeps getting his voice heard, not mine. I could just say it. I'm just saying. I know. Let me just change the subject. Let me just go on Twitter real quick. I want to see who's watching. I'm just curious. You're not doing hot messy topics today because you can't talk. I don't know. Oh, did you guys hear my conversation? No, because I don't pay attention to you. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up Twitter. Oh, well, you know what? We'll do it later. Okay, we'll do Twitter stuff later. All right, guys, come back in 20 minutes, half hour. Okay? Love y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe.